So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount+.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount+.
Welcome along, everybody, to Golazo Matchday 48 Nations. Just a reminder of all the matches we've got to look forward to in today's World Cup action. Qatar and Switzerland, it's in stoppage time in that game. Switzerland, they are up 1-0, but guess what? Everybody, there might be a change to the score. We'll have you up to date with the latest in just a second. And 3 more matches to come later on. We've got all the build-up to Brazil against Morocco next.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount+.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it? Tell me, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric.
Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golazo Matchday 48 Nations. Nice to have you with us. I'm Poppy Miller, alongside Benny Failhaber, Nigeria Coca, Mike Ruller and Troy Deeney. Craziness in Group B in the World Cup today. We just saw Qatar with a late leveller, didn't we, Benny? You might have shouted it out.
Yeah, we know
while we were
nothing.
Talking about the
we know nothing about footy. What we were talking about at halftime, that, what was it, 3-4-0?
Yeah. There's one person in particular who could take that one. Qatar should not be Listen, all I'm saying is, this is the beauty. Wait. This is the beauty of football in the World Cup. You said it. Anything can happen. But there's one person who's adamant they shouldn't be here. So participation. What's happened? End of the day, end result. Mike Grella. End result is 1-1. Whether you like it.
Hey, Troy, you're being spared. CBS. You're being spared, huh?
And Grella as well. No, and Grella as well. I'm going to come for you later. But anyway, at the end of the day.
CBS Paramount Plus. We own UFC. Right now, you can watch it without pay-per-view. You can watch CBS and you watch UFC. UFC fight. What happens? You knock a guy down. Yeah. When they knock him down, do you go, all right, let him get up? You knock them down, and then they go on the ground pound, right?
Yeah.
The Switzerland today knocked them down and just watched them. Let them get back up, knock them down, let them get back up, knock them down.
100%.
And Qatar finally got up, little roundhouse kick, boom, 1-1. And they get out of the place, and they're like, and probably this is more on Switzerland than it is credit to Qatar. Not to take anything away from them, but 1-1. Other teams in the group will be super happy with that result.
Yeah. It levels the whole group again, doesn't it? Because it's Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina in this group as well, Troy, that drew yesterday.
Yeah, but also from Switzerland's point of view, we was talking just before you came on, like, everyone tried to shoot, everyone tried to get their goals, no real team feel there, and like, OK, let's be professional, get the job done. I think there's so many question marks there where the manager will be coming under serious pressure. I know it's only game one, but 1-0 up against Qatar, you have chance after chance after chance. You keep leaving a team there. They're still professional at the end of the day, still got pride. And, you know, at the end, that was a wonderful header. And again, they just wanted it more. In the end, it's a worry for Switzerland because that'll come back to bite them on the backside.
How good, though, for Qatar? Because obviously we're not the only ones that have said that they could struggle in this World Cup. Now, Benny, are you giving them a bit more of a chance?
I think this was their peak right here, right? We talk about them losing the first game in the last World Cup at home, being the only home country, host country. I don't know if they're going to do much against Canada or Bosnia, but
why not? They just
because it could happen once, but now no one's going to take them too lightly, right?
But I'm just telling you the truth. You look at that group here, we were in agreement. Switzerland's the best team. They're the outliner of that group. Yeah. You just got a 1-1 result last minute against Switzerland. Why would you fair play in Canada or Bosnia? That's the thing for me. Like that's a mindset.
Well, Qatar's already playing with house money. You buy a lot of lotto tickets, you're that guy that buys a lotto ticket every week.
I'm not buying
100%.
When
they come out with a raffle, he goes, I'll have one of everything.
There we go. So the difference between me and these guys is I probably maybe had no fear on the football pitch. So for me, regardless of who I am playing up against, I don't carry that fear mentality. No. And again, it's something that makes sense.
Fear? I was sleeping on the pitch.
But your point what you're making there makes sense every time she comes here. But the point that you're making is a good point. But again, looking at it objectively, that game should have been out of sight. Do you believe that Qatar can A, play the way that they did moving forward, B, not have that many shots on target against them, and the other team miss as many chances they had? I just don't believe they can.
I understand what you're saying. Both things can be right. And I know this type of character that you are. But if you go put yourself in that Qatar dressing room right now, you just got to say that. We've played the best in our group. We've got a point. There's going to be no fear to play against Canada or Bosnia. For me, in my opinion, I think they can go into that game full of confidence, regardless of how they perform today. They've still come with a point. Probably surprise them. So why would you fear your other two opponents moving forward?
I don't think I'd say that they're fearful of any opponent, but I also think that if they can wrap their head around what just happened today, they know that, one, Switzerland played a poor game, missed chances that they should have taken advantage of.
Not on them, though. It's not
not on them, but they also realize that they're a level below Switzerland in terms of quality, and Canada and Bosnia. So for them to get a result, I think a lot of those things are going to have to happen again. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they've gotten their first point in the World Cup finals. I think they're going to be ecstatic no matter what happens.
Canada now, by the way. Same record as Canada.
Exactly. Yeah. And by the way, just to go back to the U.S. men's national team last night, watch the tempo of this game. All right, maybe, I don't know, you said it was hot. It's hot. Could have been hot. We don't know. But the tempo of this game and the tempo that the U.S. played at last night. And that's why, again, I don't know what the U.S. is going to do. Whatever. It just one good performance, right? And there's so many little mines out there and obstacles they're going to have to go over. But again, the tempo that they played at was so impressive, and it was higher tempo than any other team we've watched so far. I mean, we haven't watched any of the big guns yet, but the tempo of Switzerland tonight, they'll look at that and be like, "That was too slow. That was too boring. That was too predictable."
Did you just admit that the U.S. aren't a big gun?
They're not a big gun.
Okay.
No, they're not a big gun. Absolutely not in this tournament. They're not a big gun. When you think about the big boys.
They blew everyone away last night with the performance.
The tempo.
It was cooler temperatures as well last night. Right?
9 p.m.
It was also in California, wasn't it? Yeah. It is interesting, though, because Switzerland, a lot of people had them to win the group. Now, would you chalk this up, Nige, to just a bad game, or would you say that there's real concern now that they can finish at the top?
I wouldn't be concerned. I think that it's going to be reflecting on the game today to say that that's not the standard of where we should be. So the manager really has to get in there with those players there to say they need to step it up. I think for me it was a little bit lethargic in the performance. The selfishness was there, like the boys touched on, 100% right. The extra pass was on. So maybe it was an arrogance that they had. And I think now this is a bit of a reality check of this is the World Cup. You've got to be clinical. You've got to get that first win. And they make it a lot more difficult for themselves with everyone being level in that group right now. Because Canada's not going to be easy and Bosnia's not going to be easy for them.
I would say that they should be scared. There should be fear kicking in. You can go back to, obviously, Argentina. They lost to Saudi first game, and you can go, OK, maybe it's a reality check. He puts everybody in line and sharpens the focus. But from what I see today, so many misplaced passes, so many misplaced touches. But also, from a striker's point of view, no real chance that you go, oh, next time we'll score that. You kind of look at it and go, can they score? Even the shot selection, people going through 1v1, instead of open up their body, they're toe poking it.
Instead of go with the right foot.
Yeah, it's just like, there's a lot of things, if I was a coach, I'd be looking, going, OK, there's loads to work on. There's a lot we need to worry because some of these players think they're a little bit better than they are.
Yeah, obviously as well, maybe the fans really disappointed with that. Speaking of the fans, Nico Cantoy's going coast to coast in his RV, and he had the chance to catch up with some fans of Switzerland before the game. Here they are.
Oh, no, I'm a little sad now because we cannot bring the bell, the big bell.
Oh, no!
The bell.
You guys have a bell?
Yes, and we cannot bring inside in the stadium.
All right, Dieter, talk to me about your outfit. What's the outfit about?
Yeah, we are from Switzerland. We are promote Switzerland. Switzerland's a great country. We have milk, we have cheese, we have good people, intelligent people. We have eco houses there. We work with clay, with hemp. We change the green. We are green energy there.
Sounds like California a little bit.
He didn't mention football. Good thing. We're good at all these things, but football was not one of them.
What about the chocolate, though, Nige? Isn't Switzerland famous
that is
for the
because the cow and the mill and everything, the bell.
Beautiful
That was the
country.
most interesting man in Switzerland.
He couldn't bring the bell into the stadium, but I'm sitting next to two bells right now.
Maybe Americans.
He's got a new friend for the day, Eddie, don't worry. He'll fall asleep in a minute. Don't worry. When he's talking with his eyes closed, he's still awake, I promise.
Nigel's hidden talent. Stay with us, everybody. After the break, we're going to talk more about the tournament, the several teams that have brought in notable coaches who are coaching in their first World Cup with major goals to reach. We're going to power rank them next.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors,
Ready?
do they ever want to say no?
Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch?
If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now.
Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it? The crowd here feels electric.
Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad in my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, Carlo Ancelotti is the first non-Brazilian foreign coach to ever lead the Seleção at a FIFA World Cup. He's aiming to become just the third head coach in football history to win a World Cup and a Champions League or a European title. We are yet to see, though, as we know, a foreign head coach win in the World Cup. That is still crazy. It still blows your mind, doesn't it, a bit, that we haven't seen that yet?
Really? Why?
Well, we've seen 8 nations win, haven't we? Is anybody surprised?
Doesn't blow my mind at all.
It doesn't blow my mind as well.
It
doesn't blow my mind, and I'll tell you why.
There hasn't been that many opportunities either, I don't think.
Well,
No.
if you're a footballing nation, right, and you're good enough to win, you bring a coach from your country, right? That's normal. So those are the countries that win. And then if you're not, you're a weaker team, you go for foreign managers that maybe you can get a result, maybe you can get something going. Very strange that a team like England goes for a...
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, but like wait. I'll push back on that. I'll just give you the point of how the world has changed. No, the world and society has changed. The reason why it has happened is because when you talk about managers from their country, it's because they understand the culture. They understand the way the game is. The world has changed now, whether we like it or not, that we're starting to see these change and hiring the foreign managers. But from the World Cup and the history, you have to know the culture, you have to know the people, and that is why it's always been a domestic manager that has won World Cup.
Why do the players need to be from that country and not the managers?
Then, do you think we'll see it this year? Will we see a foreign manager win the World Cup this year?
No. Because Spain have a Spanish manager.
And France have a French manager too. But yes, I think, listen, for me, I understand it. I just think that society and culture's changed a lot from what we're talking about previously of what's happened.
I think it'll happen, though. Ancelotti's the first coach, is that what I just heard, from Brazil to be not Brazilian?
Yes.
I mean, it's interesting because I don't think there are a lot of high-quality Brazilian managers in the world right now. So for it to be the first time that that's happened, I think is somewhat interesting, and I think we'll see more of that. And so when the big countries, right, the teams that have won it and have chance to win it, start diving into that a little bit more, I think we'll see that.
Maybe if Italy went foreign, they might make a World Cup, right, Benny? Just saying.
We have good coaches.
Let's have a look then, speaking of coaches, because we've got 9 of them here making their debut as a first-time World Cup head coach. We're going to power rank them. You get to go in order. Here are the rules. You can pick anybody. You can put them anywhere you want. This is who's going to go the furthest in the World Cup. If you feel strongly that somebody has put a manager in the wrong position, you can use your go to move that manager. But once he's been moved once, you can't do it again. Troy, off you go. You're number 1.
I'm going to make it easier for the guys. I'm going to take Graham Potter. I'm going to put number 9.
Oof. Savage to start.
I don't agree with that, but
what? Why?
Here's why. Sweden got 2 top strikers in Isak and Gyökeres. Also, I've seen him work now at Chelsea, at West Ham. Ain't been too good. I don't know what they do.
At least you've seen him work. I've never seen him work.
He's your boy, though.
He is my boy. He is my boy.
Wow. Were you telling me that
he took over with Udinese at the end of the season with 5 games and then didn't get the job. But I love Cannavaro as a person and as a player, but also we haven't seen. He's got no sample size. He's got no sample size.
Also, look at the manager. Look at the team he was with. So where's the expectation?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But I'm not going to waste my turn trying to move Potter. I agree. I think it's okay. But he could be next.
It's your turn next then.
Is it my turn next? Ancelotti, number 1.
Just go for the easy one.
I want them to clip you putting Cannavaro at number 8 after you were giving him all his flowers when we were with him in Parma. Okay, Benny, you're up next.
All right, I'll take Pochettino. And I get the beauty of seeing yesterday, right? And so, because I would have put him a little bit lower.
Benny.
But I'm going to put Pochettino at 5.
Okay.
Ooh. Good. Solid.
Oh, there's some better managers in there that I think you gotta clear space for.
Why don't you bury your other boy while we're up here, Grella? Jesse Marsh.
It's not my turn.
It's going to be soon. I'm going to leave it for you.
Go on, Nige.
I'm going to be simple with mine as well. I'm going to go Thomas Tuchel and put him at number 2.
Love it.
I'm going to put him at number 2. I like the character. I like how he holds down the dressing room. Champions League winning manager. He knows what it takes, and he's about the team dynamic in how he builds his team. Questionable. Okay, but questionable about his selection for the squad for England. But for what he is as a manager and what he's done, I think for me, yeah, I'll put him up there as number 2.
Okay, then number 3, Troy.
You haven't go. Okay, I'll go Rangnick, and I'll go number 4.
Who's that? Rangnick?
Ralf Rangnick. Yeah.
He's done really well.
Really well. Just signed a new contract as well to be there long term. That gives him stability. Also, I think a lot of people don't really know how good Austria really are. They're good setup, good team. And obviously, I think, was AC Milan trying to get him in as like a director, head of football type thing? So for him to turn that down obviously shows that he's committed as well.
Okay, then, Grell, off you go.
You better take your boy now.
He's avoiding it. He's avoiding it.
I could go the easy route. I could go the hard route. Poppy, would you like?
Go the hard route.
I'll go the harder route. Marsh, number 6.
It's not bad.
That makes it easy for me.
Any arguments with Marsh at 6? I don't think so, right? Oh,
yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, Nagelsmann for me is the next one, though.
Number 3, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was the easy one for me.
Yeah.
Nagelsmann at number 3. Okay, so it's just Rudy Garcia.
Well, Grella doesn't have the cojones to bury his boy, but he talks about it. Cannavaro, number 8. I mean, you just buried him, but you didn't want to pick him.
Yeah, well, once was enough.
Uzbekistan.
Once was enough. Maybe he didn't see it. Twice is a little crazy.
And Rudy Garcia at number 7 then. Okay, so any arguments with this?
Pretty good.
I'll put Garcia at 5 and knock everybody else down.
Well, I have a question. Are we talking a little bit more about the team, where they're going to finish, or the quality of the coach? Because I think Rangnick maybe could even be a little bit higher. It's potentially 3 or 2 based on what he's been able to do and what we think Austria can do.
It's more on the coach, though, isn't it? It's the first of international management jobs for these managers, and it's
about how far they was going to go,
how far they can go as well. I think that for me is actually something that makes a lot of sense, and when you look at the order of it, hard to disagree.
Obviously, Carlo Ancelotti is the big one, isn't he? And we're going to see Brazil. Is he the perfect man? Because he got all the credit at Real Madrid for being the best man manager. He's got so many big personalities with Brazil as well. And as we saw with Real Madrid, once he left Grella, the grass wasn't necessarily greener without him.
Yeah, he's known to be a player's manager. And that's why he's so successful at teams that had players, like Real Madrid, what he was able to do there. But At Brazil, it's not a team that needs to be told like the little details of the game.
But he's not Brazilian.
Of course, not Brazilian.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll.
But he's also got a history of dealing with Brazilians. You talk about the great R9.
Hey, not easy to deal with
history.
Brazilians. Let me tell you. They're difficult people. We are a difficult people.
But he's got the history in it, and the players love him and everything. And if the reports were true of the R9 when he was pushing to try and get the Brazilian presidency of the Football Federation, he's a big fan of Ancelotti, what he can do. And I think for me, he understands the players. If you look at his history of management and the culture, and this is someone that they needed. You know, they tried to go domestic with the Brazilian manager. It just wasn't happening. It's a different generation of Brazilian players. And if you just look at some of the clips, we know as players, we know when players are engaged with managers and tune in. You sent me a clip, Grella, when you see him talking to Endrick and having his hand around him.
Oh, that one. Good.
That goes a long way. That goes to show.
That could have went anywhere.
Not that other clip.
Whatever he said, you could have went anywhere.
What he said, you sent me that clip, I go, which one?
It's true. He's done some master. It's interesting, though, that some of these managers are with club teams, countries for the first time since just dominating really at the club level. Thomas Tuchel, the other one, he won the Champions League with Chelsea. Then he's had a bit of a weird time, obviously, at some of the other clubs that he's been at. How do you see him doing with this England side, Troy? Is it a good match? Obviously, all the backlash from the squad. He came out and said, you know, it's my decision. I've got to pick. I've got to pick my best.
And I like that about him. He's willing to make those harsh calls, those harsh decisions. The problem for me, honestly, is that we gave him an extension before we've even seen what he's going to do. He was brought in on an 18-month contract to win the World Cup. That was the remit. Get this team to the final, win it. Beforehand, because Man United came in and said, oh, typical FA, let's panic, give him a longer contract. He's one of those people that doesn't mind rocking the boat and going, OK, I'm going to shake it up. Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, massive calls in terms of just not having them in the squad. He will be decided ultimately on if he wins it or how we go out. That's it. He's a good coach. For me personally, he leaves a path of destruction everywhere he's been. If you just look, whatever the team he leaves, another year they take to rebuild because he is argumentative, but he's a winner. So for England and for English fans, and Nigel could attest to this well, we moan every single World Cup, every Euros. The best players go. The best players go. This guy's gone, no. We're having the best team that suits my style. So let's see. I wish him all the best. All the moaning stops. Let's just win it so I can shut him up.
Please.
I won't come to work.
Do they have to win, Nige, for it to be a success? Because even though there was problems with Gareth Southgate, he still got to the semi-final. He still made it so deep, didn't he, in so many of the European competitions and in the World Cup too?
To answer your question, yes. They brought him in to win. That's what Thomas Tuchel's coming for. It's not to develop. It's not to nurture these players. He's a proven winner, like Troy said, doesn't mince his words, very direct with his words. And yes, he does leave a path of destruction, but this is international football. There isn't really going to be any destruction left behind. We have the most talented group of players we've had in a long period of time for England.
We've always had talented players.
Not as talented as this right now.
You're saying
the group that you played in was not as talented as this?
I would say no. For the amount of players we have, yes, we didn't have that. I'll tell you this now. The type of players that's fine. We can sell the big names, no problem. But we never had the types of players, like, even though they're not going to this World Cup, we didn't have like a Phil Foden. We didn't have kind of, let's be real, Morgan Rogers, Jude Bellingham, how they play now.
You still don't have Phil Foden.
I know we don't have Phil Foden. I just said he's not going. But the talent aspect of it.
It's not me and you talking about Italy. Like, there's no point. They're not there. You know. But
okay. I will still stick to the amount of talent that we have, full squad-wise. It's never been this good. He is there and been brought there to win the World Cup. If he doesn't win the World Cup, it's going to be seen as not a success.
But it also brings up a really interesting point that you were talking about. You give him the new contract. If he wins the World Cup, you probably don't need to keep him. You just won. You did everything. He wants to go and move on. If he doesn't and he fails, another 4 years with Tuchel, he's a difficult coach to deal with, right? It's like you said, he leaves a path of destruction. And I think he's actually perfect for the international game
100%.
Because it's quick. But now you give another 4-year deal.
But the other side to that is, let's say we go out in the quarterfinals, let's say. Next season, it's a difficult conversation when you say to Phil Foden and Cole Palmer, I want to bring you back in now, because you've shown that in the big tournaments you don't trust them. So it's a real difficult conversation.
But do you think, though, for the type of manager and what he's shown us of how he's his character, if he doesn't win, do you still see him staying on, or do you not think he will resign? I think he has that in him as a manager to say, I'll step
he might
down.
be pushed
Resign
out,
and go
right?
where?
I think he'll wait for a job. He'll get
another.
another job domestically. He'll definitely get another job domestically. Thomas Tuchel is a manager for domestic football where people will say he still can do it domestically. He tried something different, went the international route.
I think when you look at the domestic level, how many clubs now are looking at coaches that do as they're told, that will fall in line with the director of football. But there's not too many managers now that are going in and going, there, you have the team, you pick the players. That's the model changed.
Will take that risk if they know that this manager can get success. There will be some big clubs willing to take that risk. You're talking about a Champions League winning manager as well. So again, not everyone thinks alike. No.
Remember, football's what have you done for me lately?
I still think he'll be still ready.
Grell, you just did your UEFA B licence, right, in the coaching world. If you were... Why is that funny? Oh, you did it too as well. We had to listen to Grella tell us every single day what he was up to, so that's the only reason why I know. If you were a manager in this modern day, would you rather be an international manager or a club manager? What's the pros and cons of each?
Me personally, from a personal standpoint, I'd be an international manager because it's way less work. You know,
easy life, huh? You talk about him walking out on 4-year deal. I don't think he's doing anything. Giving up the money too.
Live in whatever country you want. You don't have to live in the domestic country. Yeah. You have so much time in between to think and work out how you're gonna work these
schedule.
There's
play
less.
Golf.
Play a ton of golf, cycle. There's less detail in your actual play. I think that's why Ancelotti's so important to Brazil because there's less detail, there's less time to work for. It's something Berhalter struggled with because I play for him at the club level, and there's so much detail every day. And some of these managers, some of these people out there that say you are a manager, you want to be a manager, right? And the daily is unbelievable. You have no idea what a manager does on a daily. They are in first people in the building, last people out, and they manage everyone. They're not managing the players, they're managing everyone around the building 24/7, never ends. Every time you pick a team, 11 players, the other 7 are not happy. It's a hard job.
Benny, would you agree?
I agree with everything he said, but conversely, I would want to be a club manager.
To have that feel every day.
I want to be able to have more touch points on my players and be able to, get them to understand, kind of like the Greg Berhalter metaphor that he talked about, where he had a more difficult time doing what he did with Columbus with the national team. And so the ability to have those guys every single day, I think, is something that I would look forward to, but he's spot on.
Handicap's going to go up, though.
Oh, handicap's...
That's the only problem. My handicap's going down, your handicap's going up.
You're not going to chip in, Troy? We had a conversation off air before. You missed that buzz of it. You've been there.
It's not about me. The guys have covered everything.
He doesn't want to add to it now.
I'm doing all right. I'm all right, Albert.
Benny, Troy feels the same way as you. It's all right. He won't say it on air, but he feels the same way.
Okay, we've got to go to break, boys, because we've got a very special guest joining us after the break. We're going to be back in just a sec. Stay with us.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon? When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready? Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, but the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in 2 worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount+.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it? The crowd here feels electric.
Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount+.
I lost my dad in my hand.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount+.
Welcome back to the Golazo Network. This World Cup mainstays, 23 editions, and Brazil has been in it, and they've won the most matches, scored the most goals, and of course, lifted the trophy a record 5 times. Now it's the journey for the Hexa, the 6th. Welcome, Lucas. Let's welcome a player who the most of us have heard and chance to compete against in the Premier League and internationally, and one has the one with the Brazil colours.
It's not so easy, is it, Poppy? Sorry, hey, let's do that properly. We got a legend. Mr. Lucas Leiva. Welcome, sir. Apologies for Nigel. It's his first time actually being on TV, so, you know, we're happy.
First time hosting. Lucas, thank you so much for joining us. Lucas, looking at this Brazil team right now, what's your thought on the team that you see, and also what's the thought back home in Brazil for the fans looking forward to this World Cup?
First of all, thank you for having me. It's great to see you guys, all fit. Well, first of all, I think I like the starting 11. I think Brazil has a very good team. Of course, back here in Brazil, the fans are not quite sure yet how the national team will do it. But I think talking about Brazil is the only team that won 5 times, the only team that played all the time in the World Cup. We have big chance. Surprise for me that Igor Thiago is starting. Of course, we expected here maybe Cunha to start, but I think Igor gives something different to the national team. It's a good mix of young and experience. So I think it's gonna be a very difficult game. Of course, Morocco is a very good team, and they have fantastic players. But I think Brazil is ready to challenge and hopefully to start with a great victory today.
Lucas, I just want to go back to that point there you made about Thiago. For me, he has to play because he's the only one who wants to do the running without the ball. I think Cunha wants to get on the ball, and you have this problem where everyone comes short. So I'm really surprised that you're looking at it from that point of view. Do you disagree with what I'm saying?
No, I agree 100%. I wasn't maybe expecting that Igor would start. But I think you're right. I think Igor gives something different to the team. Cunha likes to drop a little bit between the lines. Hendrick, of course, is a very young player. I think he'll probably come on. But Igor, you know, and looking the season that he had in the Premier League, I think will be a very good solution, especially for the midfield players. You know, he likes to run behind. He can hold the ball. And of course, he's a very good to run on the channels. So I like the formation. Of course, we have Ibanez now that is starting. You know, a player that plays more like a center back. But of course, Wesley got injured, had to come out of the squad. So, like I said, I think it's a good combination of young and experience, and I'm really looking forward to this game.
Hey, Lucas, I'm really curious. We were talking about how Ancelotti is the first manager for Brazil that isn't a Brazilian himself. So how have the public accepted him as the coach? Obviously, he's won everything, right? And the players themselves. What have you felt from the country, the people? What do they talk about him? And how do you think he'll do in this World Cup?
Of course, Ancelotti, we don't have to talk about his qualities, and he won everything with many clubs. Of course, he is the first foreign manager to manage Brazil. So at the moment, he's one of us for sure. You know, I think the people, Brazilian people, accepted, and he's doing a great job. Of course, he didn't have the time that maybe he would like to prepare the national team properly for the World Cup. But like I said, Brazil has so many players, so many good players, and Ancelotti is doing a fantastic job. He just renewed his contract for 4 more years, which means that we as a Brazilian fans, we really believe that he can go really far on this tournament. And of course, we hope that Brazil wins. And start, of course, after this World Cup, a new year with new projects and new players as well.
And how's his Portuguese?
I have to be honest, I'm very surprised. I think he learned very, very fast. Of course, he can speak Spanish, which it's quite similar. But like I said, he adapted really well. It's not bad to live in Rio de Janeiro, let's be honest. So, but Ancelotti, you know, I think because he's so big and he won everything, I think the players as well look at to him and respect him, and we know that he's doing everything that he can to bring this title to Brazil.
Lucas, Brazil normally goes into the World Cup or any international competition as the favorite or one of the top 2 favorites. This tournament is different. They're not the favorite. So what's a successful tournament for Brazil? What's also the expectations?
Well, you're right. Brazil is not maybe the favorite to win this tournament, but here in Brazil, we don't expect less than a win. It happened so many times for Brazil. I think in 1994, Brazil wasn't probably the favorite. 2002 as well, Brazil wasn't the favorite and ended up winning. It's different times. We have so many national teams that probably are favorites in front of Brazil, but we expect that Brazil go really far, and I really believe that Brazil can win it.
Yeah, Lucas, just thinking to a friend of mine, João Pedro, who missed out, and Neymar, who's obviously in. How big of a redemption story is it for Neymar and this World Cup? Obviously, he's a legend and a highly talented player. But it felt like he was coming to the end of his career due to injuries, and now he's had like a renaissance the last 6 months.
Yeah, of course, Neymar is one of the best players of the history of Brazil. Now, of course, he's been struggling a bit with injuries, and he hasn't been able to perform like he would like to. But I think his presence in the national team also is really important for these young guys. And we know he can decide a game even if he has maybe 10, 15 minutes. We just hope that he can be back as soon as possible. He's recovering from an injury at the moment. And about João Pedro, I was sad because I think he had a very good season with Chelsea, but also with the national team. But he's young. He will have so many World Cups ahead of him, and we just hope that Neymar can do the last dance in a positive way. We love Neymar here. Of course, like I said, he's been struggling with injuries, but we believe that with his quality, even if he's not 100% fit, he can have an impact when he comes on, for sure.
Lucas, my question to you is this. You've worn the famous Brazilian shirt, represented your nation. How would you describe to the world audience what it's like putting on a Brazilian shirt, the expectations, the pressure? How would you describe that for the world to try and understand?
First, for any Brazilian that are able to play with the national team shirt is a dream, I think, for all the players. And like you said, the pressure is really high, but it's something that we Brazilians, we live up with this, since we are young, we are used to this, we like this, and it's I think for these 26 players that are representing Brazil, they know they have a huge responsibility, a huge pressure, but in the same way, it's a dream for all of them, and I hope they can achieve what they want, is to win this tournament.
Hey, Lucas, last question for me. What is one thing that every fan or even player that's watching this team is worried about that must go right for this team to win the World Cup?
Well, you mean, sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat?
In terms of attacking-wise, do they have enough to score? Do they need a good defensive unit to make sure they don't give up any goals? Do they need to have possession through the midfield? What's something that they need in order to be successful in this World Cup?
I think, of course, when you talk about Brazil, you always talk about scoring goals and deciding games and strikers. But I always believe that the good teams, they always start from the back. I think Ancelotti is an Italian manager. So I think he will, first of all, he'll try to not concede. And with the quality that we have up front, I think we can really damage the other teams, and that's what we hope. We have Rafinha, Vinicius Junior, Igor, Thiago, fantastic player, fantastic attackers. So we just hope that we can score many goals. But of course, if we don't concede, for sure, Brazil, we always score one. So that's what I'm hoping to. And I think this team that Ancelotti picked today, they have the right balance to score, but also not to concede easily.
Lucas, I just wanted to ask you, I seen online recently the plane leaving and it's like a blessing. Pardon the ignorance. I'm asking whether you can explain this to me. I don't know if you can see these images. This is something we're told that always happens. Could you just explain to me and the audience what this is and what it culturally means to the Brazilian players?
No, it just means that, the plane and the players and all the staff are blessed with the water. It's tradition. We here in Brazil also at home, we get, if we need something like a blessed thing, we just try to pray with the water and bless ourselves. That's what it means. And we just hope that they all come back fit, first of all, but also with the win, with the title, with the 6 star that I think Brazil needs at the moment, especially as a country, because we really are a united people, and World Cups means that we are even more together at the moment.
What's your score prediction for today?
Like I said, I don't think it will be an easy game. I'm thinking it will be 2-1 to Brazil. I think it will be a very close game, but Brazil will win.
Lucas, thank you so much for giving us the time. It was an amazing interview, amazing to have you on, and we wish you all the best for the future.
We're going to see him later.
We're going to see you later as well.
I'm sorry, Lucas.
We're going to see you later.
Okay. See you later, guys. Thank you.
Do stay with us. Coming up shortly, we head to Group C, where the 5-time world champion Brazil begin their tournament against a modern African heavyweight, Morocco, over in New Jersey. Team news and more next.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, but the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now.
Open your eyes. Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it? The crowd here feels electric.
Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back, everybody. So Brazil to play today in New York City. Brazil Run Club in Times Square. Look at the scenes here. 700 plus. They are ready. Benny, are you jealous? Being born in Brazil? You wouldn't?
I'd rather be here. I don't want to be where it's loud and hot, sweaty, and touching everybody. Oh.
They're amazing dancers, though. Are you a good dancer, Benny?
Benny, you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm feeling good right now.
Oh, okay.
He's got rhythm, though, hasn't he? We just saw.
I was doing the paquetá dance.
Let's see.
That's your boy, right?
Paquetá, yeah, here we go.
Is that it?
Something like that.
It's like my 9-week-old. Got to hold her head up.
Okay, today, just a reminder that the World's Game is also on Paramount Plus 365 days of the year and 24/7. That is especially true with this Brazilian team as well. You can watch Vini play in the Champions League with Real Madrid, Rafinha with Barcelona as well over for Juventus. It's Gleason Bremer you can see, and with Arsenal, Gabriel Martinelli as well. Let's have a look at the team news. A lot of Paramount Plus representation here, boys. Don't all jump at once.
Yeah, this is pretty
Normally
good.
you have to throw it to somebody. The two presenters today have been all over the place. Sorry, Greta, after you.
All right. We'll take it from here. The two center backs, obviously Marquinhos, PSG, has won 2 Champions League back-to-back. Gabriel at Arsenal, they've had a historic season there. So
Premier League champ.
Solid, yeah, Premier League champs, solid. Then Casemiro brings the experience in there. Bruno Guimaraes is one of the best midfielders in all of Europe. Paquetá will be ahead of them. Thiago, Lucas just said to us how important he is with the role that he'll play. He had a massive season in the Premier League. Vini Jr. on the left and Rafinha on the right speak for themselves. Real Madrid, Barcelona on the left and the right. So it's going to be, this team's got fireworks in them if Ancelotti can make them tick, and they will.
And what about even the subs? I mean, that's stacked,
how good is
isn't
that?
it?
Yeah, obviously they've got talent there as well. But I think what we were trying to explain with Lucas was, with Thiago, all of these want the ball to feet. So Vini Jr., Paquetá, Rafinha, they want the ball to feet, then they want to run. He has to stretch the pitch. He also has to be, when they are under pressure, that these boys can spin the ball around the corner and it sticks and it holds. But the bench is fantastic. They've got goals, they've got defenders in there as well. They've got a mix of everything. So if Ancelotti needs to change it, he can look wherever he wants.
100%. And also, let's talk about Rayan, a young player that's come along at Bournemouth now, that's got all the eyes of the biggest clubs in world football, the impact he can have. And they've also got Enrique. So they do have a stacked attacking bench as well.
You love Enrique.
I think those bench players are going to be critical for how well they do as well. I mean, I watched the game against Panama. They struggled a little bit in the first half with sort of this lineup when the subs came in the second half. Opened up the game. It's not as many guys that definitely need the ball to their feet like a Vini or a Rafinha. It's a little bit more team-oriented. So I think those guys coming in off the bench will be instrumental.
One thing to be really, but for me, is one that I can see as a potential problem, maybe we'll ask Lucas later on in the show, is Vinicius Jr., if he isn't playing well, because he does have games sometimes where it passes him by, and they bring him off, how does he act? We've seen at Real Madrid when he gets taken off, he doesn't react too great.
But the thing is, Ancelotti knows how to manage him better than anyone.
Ancelotti, right?
Yeah. That's probably a big reason why. Because he's you can make the argument he's their best player, and that's why they brought in Ancelotti as a huge part, because he knows how to manage exactly what Troy's explaining.
You can make the argument that he becomes their biggest problem at times too.
Yes.
With Brazil or Real Madrid at times, right? So it's a give and take there.
What's the saying?
Really good
your
point.
biggest strength can be your biggest weakness.
When you're good, you got to put up with it, and we have that here on our show. We're on top of here.
Hang on, you need me here after what I just saw. Calling him
that was a straight, nice.
Okay.
Hey, Lucas, we'll see you whenever. Oh, he's on later.
Have a nice life. Oh, actually, we'll be back on in 20 minutes.
And now to Morocco.
Let's keep going. Yeah. The Paramount Plus representatives is massive. We saw 8 in the 11. El Anawi as well with Roma and Morocco. Brahim Diaz, you can see with Real Madrid, the 15-time champions. Hakimi with obviously PSG, the back-to-back Champions League winners. There's so many, isn't there? This just shows how exciting it is, Troy, to be able to have Paramount Plus all season long. Look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, fantastic Moroccan side there for me. I would say for me, one talented player that I would look for is Bouadi, young 18-year-old at Lille, starting to cause a lot of waves, box-to-box midfielder, very talented in all aspects. It's great to see, again, we talk about the development of the Moroccan national team and young players coming through. He's a player to keep an eye on. We know about Brahim Diaz, and again, the two fullbacks are the strength of this team right now in Morocco. You talk about Hakimi and Mazwari, and it's also interesting that Issa Diop now is going to play for Morocco because he did play for the French youth system and is recently converted this year now to represent Morocco. And I think it's a great way to describe them as the African powerhouse or juggernauts of the continent of Africa.
And also, we spoke about Brazil's bench. They've got options from the bench as well. A lot of strength and pace in the wide area as well. So even the likes of Amrabat, obviously played for Man United, and obviously Fiorentina as well.
Fiorentina, yeah. And had a great last World Cup.
It can be in there and can really come in and just add that experience.
You've got Taubi as well, and one of my favourite players that Poppy makes fun of, El Kabi as well.
That's
fantastic
he said
striker.
El Habibi once on the Europa.
Well, we saw enough of him messing up today.
Anyway, nice. Let's move over to let Mackenzie Brooks join us, our betting expert. Mackenzie, we're so excited for this game because we're expecting hopefully a lot of goals, maybe the best group stage game that we've seen so far. From a betting perspective, what can we look forward to?
We're going to start by keeping it simple here, and you say how this is such an anticipated matchup, and you just start with everybody has fun bet, right? Both teams to score, you're actually getting plus 110. I think this should be around minus 120. You should be paying juice for this, considering both these teams have scored in every single match this entire calendar year, even going back to the last calendar year. For the Morocco side, you have some key defenders missing that you guys have mentioned as well. And I know Morocco, maybe you're more worried about their offense and their attack. Can they put up a goal? But Brazil's conceded a ton too, right? Just as much as they've been scoring, they've also conceded goals this entire calendar year. So you talk about a close game, you talk about the anticipation. I think it could be a 1-1 game, but the fact that we're getting plus 110 on a bet like that feels like a good play to start us off.
I like that. You like plus money, Grell? Don't you?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. And especially
you just like money.
Explaining the vig, probably flying over everyone's head. But the juice is the minus 120 is the juice is the vig. So obviously she's telling you there's good value there, and I agree with it.
Okay, we're going to do a score prediction as well. Why don't you go first, Mackenzie? What do you think it's going to be today?
I think it's going to be 1-1 too.
Okay,
if we
you're
have
going to go
some time,
1-1.
I got some player props for us as well.
Okay.
Your score
all right, Nige, what have you got?
I'm going to go 3-2 Brazil.
Oof. Lots of
3-2
goals.
Brazil. I think 3-1 for Brazil. Benny, what are you saying?
Oh, man. I was born in Brazil, but I'm feeling a little worried about this. I think Morocco takes it 2-1.
Yeah, me and you got the same there, Betty.
And Grella, you've gone 3-2.
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of goals.
Loads of goals. Mackenzie, you mentioned your prop bets.
Yes.
What do those look like for this game?
This is a little it's not that complicated, but everyone just dial in, put on your thinking caps. We're not parlaying these, but we're just taking two quote-unquote long shots, right? You're sprinkling on both, and if one of them hits, you're obviously going to profit, kind of like betting on a home run bet, right? You know baseball at all, or is that like way over your head?
I know baseball, yes.
All right, so we're looking at two Morocco players. Obviously, if I think both teams are going to score, we think Morocco's going to get in the net. I think it has to be from that right side of the field, right? I can't rationalize any other version. So you're looking at Diaz, you're looking at Hakimi as two of those guys that should be involved. Both of them plus 310 and plus 450 for these guys to score or assist. Do you guys think there's any way there's a goal without either of these two guys involved? So to see both of them at such a high price, when you have so many shots on target between the two of them, even Diaz, his assists, he's assisted in 3 of the last 5, like the combination of both of these guys, I feel like that right side is where they're going to be able to score. So to sprinkle on both and be able to profit, whichever one hits, feels like the right move.
Grell,
I
you think you're a betting expert?
She's the betting expert.
Does Diaz take penalties?
You think you're the betting expert. So are you backing up what Mackenzie's saying?
I love everything Mackenzie said. Makes a lot of sense.
Not after Africa and Cup of Nations, so.
But no, it's a great bet. It definitely makes sense. That is the strength of their team. And also, Hakimi is very, very strong when you talk about the influence of the Moroccan national team getting on that right-hand side.
OK, all good then. Thank you, Mackenzie, so much. Let's see which one of those hit. Just a reminder of all of the matches that we've got to look forward to today, because obviously there's some still to come later on tonight. The Golazo Matchday returns at 8 o'clock after this game wraps up. And then it's match night later on today, 11 o'clock Eastern on the Golazo Network. We'll see you very soon, everybody.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever